Outside of the UK and you'd like to set up a business and you don't know how to go about it. In today's video, I'd like to talk about 2 different ways of setting up a business in the UK. I hope you enjoy it. However, before we go on, just in case we haven't met, my name is Ola Sulaimon and I'm your tax girl. I'm a chartered accountant and also a UK tax specialist. I help businesses in ensuring that their business are run tax efficiently. Also, I'm the author of the Diary of the Tax Girl. It's still selling on Amazon. You can get a copy there. If you like the content of this video, kindly like it, share with your friends, comments. I really appreciate that. So let's go on to today's video. The first method I would like to talk about is setting up a permanent establishment. Permit me to explain what a permanent establishment is by using an illustration. So Jack is a US resident and he has a business in the US, a limited company. Because Jack has been having loads of leads from the UK, he's been selling loads of stuff in the UK, now he's considering setting up a business in the UK. He's thinking of going about it by setting up a permanent establishment. A permanent establishment is treated like a branch. However, it's got its own legal entity in the UK. I'll explain how in a minute now. So for a business to qualify as a permanent establishment in the UK, there are 2 ways of doing that. The first one is by having a fixed place of business in the UK. What does that mean? It could be an office, it could be a warehouse, it could be a storage place, anywhere that you can actually run a business from and conclude business. It must have some certain conditions to qualify as a fixed place of business. First of all, this place must be actually a fixed place, like somewhere that you could go to every day, and there must be a regular arrangement in place. This place must be, you must have some certain kind of degree of permanency. So it's not like a virtual office or something. You must actually have a physical presence in that place. Now, this fixed place must actually be used for productive purpose. When I say that, for making income for the business, this place must be available to Jack all the time when he needs to use this place. That means he must have some degree or some effective power of using the place whenever he chooses to use it. Another way of setting up a permanent establishment in the UK is by having an agent working on behalf of, let's say, Jack in the UK. This agent would actually be in charge of concluding the contract on behalf of Jack. So it's not just agent that just takes form down or just do little thing. They must play a key role in concluding all the contracts on behalf of Jack. So how do you set up a permanent establishment in the UK? To set up a PE in the UK, you'd have to literally register the business with the Companies House within 1 month of trading in the UK. You'll be required to fill some forms and some allocated fees. Also, the overseas company, Jack's company in the US now, would have to produce all the company details in the US. Remember I said that it's treated like a branch as a legal form. So the overseas company is going to be the basis of the registration in the UK. So therefore they would have to produce probably their registration documentations, and also they will need all the details of the UK establishment that will be set up in UK. So let's say it's an office, they will need the address of the office, they will need the names of the contacts. If it's an agent, they will need the details of the agent, etc. Now also they will also need the names of the directors of the companies overseas. So what's the tax consequence of having a permanent establishment in the UK? So the first thing is all the profit from this permanent establishment will be taxable in the UK. The PE, even though, like I said, it's like a branch, doesn't have any legal substance, must be treated as a legal entity in the UK, like in domestic tax in UK. So to have all the things that other company has, like unique tax reference number, to be taxable at the time of registration, just like a limited company in the UK. Now, this is very important. When transaction occurs between the UK permanent establishment and the overseas permanent establishment, it must be done at arm's length. As in, what that means simply is this transaction must be treated as if they are dealing with an outsider. So you can't decide to inflate your sales, you can't decide to inflate your purchases, you can't decide to increase the services you're providing each other. It has to be at arm's length every time. Now, this enterprise abroad would have to still declare this profit in their country. Now, if the country qualifies, they might actually claim a double tax relief from the tax they paid in the UK already. But the tax has to be paid in the UK first. Another method of setting up a business in the UK is by registering a subsidiary company. This subsidiary company is going to be owned by the other overseas company, let's say Jack Incorporated now from the US. Now, this company would have to be registered on the Companies House, would need all the information of the overseas companies, the directors, their address, their certificate, just to show the authenticity of who is registering the company. If you'd like to know more about running a company in the UK, you can watch my previous video when I talk about the compliance issues that actually happens when you have a limited company in the UK. However, two things I would like to say if you have a subsidiary company in the UK. The first one is all the income from this company that you set up is going to be taxed in UK, all your worldwide income. So it doesn't matter where this subsidiary earns this income. That's number one. Number two is, because you've incorporated the company in UK does not necessarily mean that they are a UK resident company. So you need to be careful that you don't go on and look for another trouble entirely. Ensure that they're actually trading in the UK as a limited company. Did I say two? One more. The last one is, remember when I talked about agents, setting up a permanent establishment by having an agent. You need to be careful to ensure that this limited company in UK does not end up being a permanent establishment for the overseas company. So I hope this helps. Now, the main thing about setting up a company in the UK is planning ahead, ensuring that all the dots has been dotted, ensuring that you follow all the compliance issues, because when you don't, you get penalized, and also you have to think about how to distribute money to the subsidiary company overseas as well. I hope this video has been very helpful. My name is Ola Sulaiman.